All right, so Brittany Middlebrooks, KIPP Academy Nashville, STEM assistant principal. So with the KIPP Nashville region, especially for like math particularly, we've really been focusing on opening task. So you may say like, what's an opening task? So an opening task is essentially, it's an on grade level task for students to access before the teacher gets to kind of like dive in and tell students like, this is the appropriate method, this is not the appropriate method, it's more efficient method. It's truly a way to elevate student thinking and to have them consider like, what do I already know, or what are the like prerequisite skills that I've already learned from like previous grade levels, from previous subjects, so they can actually apply it to the task at hand. This opening task is very much more so like a teacher as a facilitator of student knowledge and learning, as opposed to a teacher directed or instruction. So thinking about, we want to make sure that students are engaged and are comfortable talking about math, and to be honest, to have that confidence piece, to be confident in what they know about math, and to be also uncomfortable with not knowing some things about math, and how to talk about mathematical language, how to elevate student thinking, and ultimately how to work not only with themselves, but with their peer interactions. So for us at KIPP Nashville, the goal is always to be college ready, to go not just to college, but through college. And whether that's college, whether that's career or like technical programs, making sure our students are equipped so that they can make that decision. So being in the East Nashville community, we traditionally serve students who may not have access to a high quality education. And that is a tenet of ours, like here at KIPP Nashville, especially at KIPP Academy Nashville. Here we're the first school of the region, and so we definitely make sure that we are thinking about how are we best serving the students that need us most, and how are we ensuring that they get the rigorous academics, make sure they're building those academic and like character skills to get them to those places where they can make the opportunity or the decision of where not just to go to college, but which one to go to or which career path to go down. Particularly in math, we've made great strides in making sure that students who may come from underserved backgrounds or just not necessarily having that mathematical fund of knowledge, that they are comfortable not only like talking about the material, but also being comfortable and uncomfortable with that student-teacher interaction and also that peer interaction with one another. So what we have seen is these math chats and like opening tasks have truly allowed students to think through what they know, what they don't know, and what they can apply to like new skills, new complex scenarios that then they can take even to their own communities. Like those critical thinking skills are so very key for our population of students, and any student for that matter. I would say here at KIPP Nashville, we have done a really phenomenal job of making math real for students. It's not just about solving a problem. It's not about getting the correct answer. I can give you the correct answer. We just didn't give you the correct answer. We don't want to just give you an answer and say right or wrong. We want you to think about, what is the problem asking you? How can I check myself? And those are the skills that students need to develop to apply this not only in elementary school, but middle school and high school. So opening tasks are developed throughout the KIPP program, and that's first grade, K all the way through, of really thinking about how are we taking what students know and what their zone of proximal development is for that opening task to get them to and through like college and career readiness. So I love the program. I think that what we've been able to do is quite simply phenomenal, in the sense that students who maybe lack confidence, parents who don't necessarily know how best to support their students, can see a framework for what the students are learning, what they should get to, and to get them to a place where, yeah, I feel confident about this, and have that bit of student credit of what are the students thinking, what risk are they taking, what are they comfortable doing with our math program. So that's been our biggest push, and just really holding that extremely high bar for not just solving a problem, but evaluating the conceptual piece and the conceptual thinking into, for example, not just what does T, T is greater than or less than, less than or equal to 3, but more so, what does maximum represent? It represented the number of t-shirts, that numbers have meaning, variables have value. It's not just an answer. It's not just this is right or this is wrong. It's how can we manipulate, how can we apply, and how can we utilize this information to not just piece arithmetic to algebra to geometry, but how we're using the skills to flow through to apply to upper grades math.